everybody! Thank you so much for joining me for this video today. So today I want to talk to you about hiring a virtual assistant, also known as a VA. So I know that some of you are part-time resellers just like I am, and hiring a virtual assistant for specifically sharing it on Poshmark might be something that you're thinking about. Maybe your full-time job takes a lot of your time up and you just don't have the time to share on Poshmark like you would like to. Obviously sharing is a very big part of Poshmark, and it is important for the algorithm that you do share your items every day. But it can be very time consuming, especially if you have a large closet, and it can be difficult to do if reselling is not your full-time job. I'm a full-time teacher, so reselling is not my full-time job. I have other things as well that are responsibilities that I have to do as an adult. I have a house to take care of, I have a husband, I have a church family, I have many activities and things that I'm doing every day that I don't have a ton of time to put into my reselling business, although it is something that's very important to me. It's definitely a hobby of mine, and it's something that makes money that I really am thankful for. But sometimes there are aspects of reselling that can be very time consuming, and sharing on Poshmark is definitely one of them. So sharing is something on Poshmark that's supposed to be done daily. You should share your entire closet at least once or twice a day. And I personally have like over 700 active listings on Poshmark, so it would take me a long time to share all of my items throughout the day. If you're a full-time reseller, obviously you have a lot more time to spend on it, but even so, it can become very tedious and take a lot of your time up that you could maybe be used listing, or you could maybe use listing or sourcing for your business as well. So today I want to go through a few things that I have learned about virtual assistants and when is a good time to hire a virtual assistant. Okay, so let's get right into the video. So should you hire a virtual assistant for Poshmark sharing? Obviously, depending on who you are, how much time you have, it's really up to you to decide if that's something that you want to spend money on, because it obviously is going to cost money to hire a virtual assistant. Now, there are a lot of different places where you can hire a virtual assistant to share your Poshmark closet. You could go on Fiverr, which I've never gotten there before, but I do know that you can hire people to share a closet on there or even to list for you. There are a couple sharing services that I personally have tried, which I'm going to kind of be more specific in talking about those ones. And the pricing, to kind of give you an idea, at least as just starting out for packages. So I have used Poshy VA and Poshmark Share. I currently am using Poshy VA again, as I just felt like that was a better fit for me, and there's some different services that the two offer, but Poshy VA, they have packages that start at like $89, and Poshmark Share has packages that start at I think $99, and that's per month. So that'd be per 30 days. And there's different packages you can choose from. You can definitely look on their website. I've used Poshy VA several times. I am now trying them, and I'm actually using a business package this time, like one of the regular packages, to see if that's beneficial for me. And I will be making a video about that as well. So that's something you can look forward to as well, about if you think maybe you want to hire a virtual assistant for sharing your Poshmark closet. Okay, so on average, the cost of a virtual assistant through Poshy VA or Poshmark Share is going to be between $90 and $100 per month, and they're smaller packages. There are a few other packages that they offer. You can look at those on their website, and those packages would be like weekly packages. So the price can go down if you just want to try it out for like a day or a week or whatever. If you hire someone on Fiverr, or maybe you have a friend, obviously you have to give them your personal information, so that is something to think about. They'll have access to your account, and so if you I used Poshmark Share and Poshy VA because I feel like they were probably a more, I I just felt more comfortable because they're an actual business. They have a website. I've used both of them, so I do trust their services. And because they do get your personal information when it comes to your account information on Poshmark. So that is something to think about. If you don't feel comfortable with that, then obviously a virtual assistant might not be a good idea. You could have a family member do it or a friend as well, and the price would probably go down. You could probably get someone to do it for even cheaper than the price that I paid, even for the smallest package. So that is something to think about. If you're not sure, if you're not comfortable with that, then obviously maybe a virtual assistant is not really right for you, at least at this point. Okay, so there's obviously different pricing, different places. So if you're not willing to spend that money, if it's not going to be beneficial for your Poshmark business, then obviously that's probably wouldn't be a good fit. You know, you would probably want to do your own sharing. There are other places, like I said, like Fiverr, you can hire somebody, but obviously you want to be comfortable with that, and whoever has the information, you want to be comfortable and feel like they're trustworthy. I've done Posh EVA and Poshmark Share, and I found them both to be trustworthy so far. I haven't had any issues. Okay, so my personal opinion is if you're going to hire a virtual assistant through Posh EVA or Poshmark Share, I would suggest that you do start with a basic package to see if it's beneficial for you financially. If you're not selling stuff every single day on Poshmark, then it might not be beneficial. You want to be selling at least enough to cover your fees. If you do, you know, an $89 package, it's almost $25 a week. So you have to think about that. Is it worth the $3 a day for me to have someone sharing my closet? Okay, so it might not be worth it, so you just want to break that down, figure out how much you're actually making a week on Poshmark, and if it's beneficial for you. Okay, so obviously it really depends on if you want someone else to share for you. If you are comfortable sharing your own closet, and you don't have you don't mind sharing your own closet, you like that part, that social part of Poshmark, then I would say then don't do it. If you don't mind sharing, it's not a big deal to you, you have the time, then there's no reason to hire a virtual assistant to share a closet. I personally don't really care for sharing. It takes up a lot of my time. Like I said, I have over 700 listings, and being a full-time teacher, having a full-time job, a great time to share, I found, has been in the mornings, and I really can't. I just do not have the time to share my whole closet in the mornings. And so for me, having someone to take that away, someone else to do that for me, has made my life way more easier and much more convenient. I've gotten used to someone else sharing for me, and honestly at this point I don't even know what it would be like to go back and share myself. I share things once in a while. I'll share like certain items that I want to be kind of at the top of my closet and that kind of stuff, but it's really nice not having to share when you have a full-time job. For me, it is beneficial, but I know that not everybody feels the same way I do. It's kind of your own personal opinion. If you don't mind the sharing aspect, then keep sharing. You know, don't hire a VA for that part of your business. So like I said, Poshmark is part-time for me, so having the convenience of someone else sharing for me, I love it. I absolutely love it. In my opinion, it is definitely worth it if you don't like sharing and you don't have the time. Time is money. So for me, if I'm sharing for a half hour, even in the morning, the half hour I can be doing other things for my business, or I can be getting ready for work. I can sleep in. There's all these other things I could be doing in the morning than sharing my closet. And for me, the $3 a day is definitely worth it because my time is important to me. Obviously, if you're a full-time Poshmark seller or reseller, then you're going to have a lot more time to do the sharing, and it's not going to be as difficult for you to do. But even as a full-timer, you want to look at your business and you want to see where can my time be spent better, right? Is my time spent better photographing and listing for the time that it would take me to share my whole closet, or or do I like the sharing aspect, or do I not mind doing that? Do I have the time? So definitely time is money, and it really depends on your own personal preference and if you don't mind the sharing aspect, if you have the time. So do I recommend a virtual assistant to share your closet? I kind of have already stated this in the video, but yes, I do. I do recommend a personal virtual assistant to share my closet, to share your closet, because it makes your life so much easier. It's so convenient, and obviously we are people of convenience in the United States. We definitely want things to be convenient for us, and it's so convenient to have somebody doing it for you that it just takes a load off of me every day. I'm so glad I don't have to do that part. I just feel so much better about my mornings. I don't feel stressed that I have to get these shares done. And in my opinion, I would try it out. At least try it. Try like a smaller package, or for a shorter amount of time, and see if you like it or not, and if it's beneficial to your business. I'm currently I currently have a package that I am doing through Poshmark, and it is like their business. It's the higher one. It's just for a month to see if that is going to be beneficial for my business and going to help me to make more sales. So you can kind of mess around with it and try different ones and try different times of the day and that kind of stuff. Because with these different sharing services, they do offer different types of packages and different times of the day and that kind of stuff too. So it's definitely something to think about. Yeah, so I hope that you liked this video and that it gave you some good information on hiring a virtual assistant if you have maybe been thinking about it. There's obviously, you can hire virtual assistants for lots of online services, specifically sharing your closet. I think it's just a great idea, especially if you don't like sharing yourself or you don't have the time. So if you are interested in trying any of the sharing services that I mentioned, I will link Poshmark Share and Poshmark down in the description box, that you can just go to those sites and just take a look. I'm not sponsored or anything like that, so I'm not going to be getting anything if you order from them, but I just think that they're really great and convenient services that make your life a lot easier. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!